The DHV Magellan is your home away from home in Death Stranding 2. You can sleep, store cargo, take showers, read books, and so much more. It's a nice place to hang out in between delivering cargo. But did you also know it can be your primary means of transport between major areas? It takes a little while to unlock, but once you do, you can use the DHV Magellan to fast travel around Mexico and Australia. Without further ado, here's our guide for how to unlock fast travel in Death Stranding 2. Okay, before you can really unlock any form of fast travel in Death Stranding 2, you need to make sufficient progress in the main story. Specifically, you need to have reached Australia and then arrived at West Fort Knott. You'll arrive here as part of the main story in Main Order number 12, where you'll encounter a familiar face and fight off against a new boss. You'll need to defeat Mecha Octopus to complete this order and then bring West Fort Knott onto the chiral network. Once all of this is completed, you'll be contacted by Tarman to say that the DHV Magellan can now freely move along the tar currents within areas already connected to the chiral network, and that includes a swift return to Mexico. So, how does fast travel work? Fast travel in Death Stranding 2 is a bit different from how most games might implement the feature. It's still an incredibly helpful feature though, especially in a game that really wants you to walk around so much. All you have to do is open up the map and then hold X to fast travel. This will allow you to chart a course for the DHV Magellan from the places shown on the map. The areas available to you to fast travel are any distribution centers, cities, and preppers that you have already met so far, provided they are in an area wide and safe enough to fit the Magellan. In practice, this is the vast majority of areas. The ones near bandit camps or more steep topography will not be available for fast travel. You'll have to reach these the old-fashioned way. The actual movement of the DHV Magellan can then be done in two ways. What this means is that anywhere you are on the map, regardless of whether or not Sam is actually in the ship, you can call the Magellan to an existing area on the chiral network and then hit X to fast travel. This can be helpful if the ship is currently far away from you and you want to pick up some cargo, enter your private room, and so on. If you instead activate fast travel while inside the Magellan, you'll fast travel along with it, and this allows you to also change the continent you're on. Finally, using the Magellan to fast travel while holding any cargo as part of an order will result in a penalty. This will reduce your overall ranking, as well as the amount of likes you'll receive. This, in turn, will slow down the rate at which you increase your connection levels with various other preppers. So really, try to close the distance manually when you can. There are other means of fast travel that aren't the DHV Magellan, however. And in fact, you're encouraged to utilize these whenever you can. Roads would be the first of these. They act exactly as they did in the original Death Stranding. Once repaired, they form a massive highway that'll eventually span the whole length of Australia and offer you a bump-free means of traversing the nation. They even come with an energy zone along the center that stops your battery from draining. Keep to this with a vehicle and you can boost the whole length of the road without losing a single drop of power and get to your destination super quickly. Monorails are the next means of transportation. Like roads, they follow a set path, but can hold a massive amount of cargo and even vehicles. And Sam can hop on for the ride too, as well as allowing you to jump off anywhere along the track. This does require getting to a monorail station first, and the majority of them have to be rebuilt as well, but they are still incredibly helpful. Note that the vast majority of monorails connect to mines, though they also connect between other major facilities as well. The final form of fast travel that exists and is realistically the fastest method of all are transponders. These are not like the other more preset systems, but are instead player built. They don't unlock until quite a bit into the story, so you'll be walking for quite a while. Transponders are built using a level 2 PCC, and as such, require chiral network connectivity to be built. When used, they let you travel to any other transponder on the current continent. That means not just to other transponders you've built, but ones placed by other players too. A bit like how ziplines worked in the original game, but even faster this time. The major caveat to this is that transponders, like Fragile's jump in the original game, require you to leave all your cargo at the departure transponder. As such, it cannot be used as a means of delivering cargo. Good luck on all your future deliveries. Here's some likes for you.